Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Um, we are live right now on Instagram and Facebook, and this replay will be available on Facebook and YouTube. So I'm gonna tag people this morning. Let's get some people on. Maybe this isn't, maybe I can't tag people that I know. Let's see. Who wants to join me? Okay, I'm not sure how to tag people on Facebook actually, so we're not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So this is 32 days of live energy readings. This is day 5. So I'll be doing this through mid-September. And I use a mix of tarot and astrology in my work, in my energy work, in my healing work, in my insightful work. And so that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to go ahead and pull our tarot card of the day, and then I'll see if there's anything interesting in the chart that we should talk about. I'm sure that there are. I kind of every day have, focused on different details, different things that I noticed. We had the full moon overnight Wednesday, Thursday, so I talked about that. So if you're interested, if this live reading resonates with you, go back and watch some of those if you'd like some of my astrology insight, because that full moon's energy is still kind of carrying over into today, Friday, but we also had Uranus retrograde that I talked about, I think, for the Tuesday video. So yeah, there's definitely insights to be gained. And also, I'm picking up on the energy of the collective for this morning, but that doesn't mean that another reading wouldn't resonate with you personally better. Readings are always meant for you when you happen to find them. So if something else calls to you, do check that out. Let's see what we can get. Oh, and if you're new to me, I guess I should introduce myself. That's always a good thing to do. So I'm Kelsey with Igniting Insight. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader, developing astrologer, also a singer-songwriter and producer. And everything that I do has an intention for, upgrading your energy, healing, and just increasing your personal vibration so we can increase the vibration of this planet. Okay, my mind is going a million miles a minute right now. So let's just get into it. Let's see, what can we get for Friday? Okay. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So, Page of Wands and Temperance. Hold it up so both people can see it. So, this definitely makes a lot of sense with what I'm picking up intuitively, the energy I'm feeling right now. And I do consider myself kind of like a channel for the collective, which to me means I pick up the collective energy and then I can basically like feel through it within my own self and then interpret it and explain it back out to the collective, because I feel like it just, more so than my own personal stuff at this point in my life, I pick up on collective stuff. And so, I consider myself a channel in that way. So Page of Wands, this is about a new creative idea, a new inspiration. The way that so there's a few things I'm noticing about these cards. This deck is the Everyday Tarot deck if anyone's, a tarot reader themselves or just interested in the deck that I'm using. It's a newer deck to me, and it's by the creator of Biddy Tarot, which is a program that I'm also a member of. But what I'm noticing, these cards are based on the traditional deck, the Rider-Waite deck, but there's a lot of yellow in this card. Yellow or purple and gold are kind of the main colors in all of these cards. But this one is like the sun here is creating all of this light. So I'm getting like illumination of this new idea, and how you can see that he is, he's looking at this wand. So the wands represent that creative energy. They're the element of fire. It's definitely like inspiration, new ideas, self-expression, action, all things like that. And the way he's looking at the wand, it's like something, the idea is, it's yours. Like it's coming probably from, inside of yourself versus outside of yourself. Because I really see him as being like, this is his wand, he's holding onto it with both hands. It's kind of a part of him, and but it's like, I'm also getting, it's kind of like this mirror. So it's like, I don't know, very interesting symbology coming through as I explain this. But I'm just getting that maybe we're looking at ourselves a different way, or we're seeing something reflected back at us that's giving us this new inspired idea. So there could be, something new inspiring us that we want to start creating, and we will need to start to work on it to make it happen. The pages are the first court card out of 4, so page, knight, queen, king, and that means that it's the more beginner type of energy. So this is something new. That's why I say it's new. It's beginning, and it's something that needs to be developed in order to, come to full fruition. And it's coming through with temperance, which is all about balance. It's all about a give and take. It's about, staying grounded as we, it's like the balance between our physical way of being and our emotions, or our action and intuition. It's all of those kind of dualities being balanced. So what I'm getting is basically like temper this idea. Make sure that it's grounded in your physical reality. Make sure that, the way that you're going about it, if you want to try to make it happen, if you're trying to manifest this idea, make sure that it's something that is, on solid ground, and also that you're listening to your intuitive side. So it's basically, this is kind of in a theme this week where we're really kind of starting to integrate like how we feel with what we think, with what we do. Like everything is coming into this integration this week. And so this is kind of echoing off of that message that's come through a few times where, the best actions come from a place of alignment where, all of our internal compasses, our emotional compass, our mental compass, and the action that we do are all aligned. So I hope that makes sense. Definitely, if you're watching this live, let me know how it's resonating. You can like this video, it'll help more people see it. And if you're watching the replay, let me know how it's landing, or how, maybe if it's later in Friday, how this has come through or shown up in your life. Okay, so let me look at the chart here and see what might need to be talked about. So something I did touch on a little bit in another video this week was the Venus conjunction with the Sun, which is Venus rules the way we love, our relationships, what we value, what makes us feel secure, things like that. And it's coming in alignment with the Sun, which means the Sun is our personality, and it's in Leo, how we express ourselves. So I really feel we're expressing love in a new way. We're expressing our values, or getting in touch, seeing our values for what they really are, if that makes sense. Because oftentimes we hide behind the status quo, or we hide behind what we think we should do, instead of really being authentic with what we feel and what we need. And I think this Venus conjunction is really, it's getting us in touch with what we need. And now it's approaching Mars. So let's see when it's going to conjunct with Mars. So it's in 1.2 weeks, it is Venus and Mars will be conjunct. I believe they'll still be in Leo. Let's see. Oh no. They're actually going to be in Virgo at that time. Super interesting. Okay, so they're gonna get close in Leo. So let me go back a little bit for those of you that are new to astrology, or that I like to really explain what I'm talking about when I give you these readings and interpretations, because I believe that anyone can learn to read astrology, anyone can learn to read tarot, and I see myself really educating people how to do this for themselves, because there's so much power behind being able to read our own chart, understanding who we are at that level, seeing that mirror of our personality and our needs and desires and challenges as well. And also, being able to look at the sky in general, what's going on, and, making these basic kind of interpretations. It's really a lot simpler than it seems on the surface. Okay, so basically a conjunction, like I said, it's an alignment. So it's when the two planets are on top of each other. They're talking, they're very close, they're communicating, they're working together in whatever sign that they're in. So the sign is the way the planet's energy expresses itself. So Mars is action, it's the masculine planet, and Venus, as I said, is the feminine planet of love and values and receptivity. So they're getting really close in Leo, which is, again, self-expression. So we're going to start to want to take action and really express our love and values. We're going to feel really, not to use the same word again, but feel really expressive about, taking those actions and expressing our love. But it's when they really come closest, they're going to be actually in the next sign of Virgo. Virgo is about service. It's an earth sign, so it's about being grounded in our service to to other people, to the greater collective. And our work in the world is very similar to Capricorn energy, but it's about, what can I do to be helpful, basically. So it's very interesting that these planets are coming closer and closer and closer, and then they're moving into Virgo before they make that exact conjunction. What I'm getting is, by about next Saturdays, when they come in complete conjunction, so not tomorrow, Saturday, but Saturday the 24th, it's going to ground all that energy, all that forward momentum, that drive, that desire to take action, that expression. It's going to just really ground the energies so that they're more solid. It's going to be trine with Uranus here in Taurus. So Uranus rules unexpected change and upheaval, but trines are a harmonious relationship, which means there might be some big changes. There might be some big shifts in our lives, in our physical reality. Both of these signs are earth signs, physical reality, that are going to help ground this, this really, like, it's the masculine and feminine coming together right now. Mars-Venus conjunctions happen, fairly often, I believe, but this is, unique for the time that it's in right now. And that, I'm just getting like something might shift or change that's going to really ground this merging of how we take action on our love and values. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah. And that's, again, that's happening in about a week. So it's not right now, but like I said, I just like to look at the chart and see what message needs to come through. You know, what does the collective need to hear today? And that's really what I was noticing. So that's what we went with. Let's see if there's anything else I want to say for today before we sign off here. We do have a square between Mercury in Leo and Uranus in Taurus. So again, that radical change it's butting up against our mental, our intellectual space and our ability to communicate. So there could be some tension between changes that need to take place in our physical reality and our ability to think about them, communicate about them, express them. Again, Leo today. So I think it's great that we're having this shift from, this, change in the physical might want to happen. We're not really, it's stressful to think about it and to communicate about it. But in a week's time, we're going to have more of this alignment with the Mars and Venus, the love and action energy with this radical change. So it's going to shift our ability, it's going to shift from the mental space to just, taking action and being in our heart space in about a week. Okay. Yeah, that is the energy today. I hope this message was helpful. I'm definitely going to be here every morning. I've made a new time, 7:30, because that's just going to work out better for me until, like I said, mid-September. If you're interested in catching these readings live on Instagram or Facebook, you can search me Igniting Insight on all platforms, and I'm sure I'll come up. Or again, the replay will be on Facebook and YouTube. I do offer private readings. If that interests you, you can find the link on Instagram. The link will be at the top of my Facebook page, and it will be in the description box on YouTube. So it's there. You can find it. I trust in your technology abilities, if you're here watching a live stream, that you can find it. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. Check out my private readings if you feel called. I'd love to work with you. And until tomorrow, namaste.